Hello and welcome to another episode of Where Hammers Walk. Today we have with me again Bill and Sam. How we doing, lads? Sam, how we getting on?
Yeah, doing good. A nice little draw yesterday. Thought we played better than against Liverpool, but a bit more attacking intent this week. This was quite nice to see, and a few good displays from a couple of players. Magassa played very well. Bowen looked a lot better, and Wan-Bissaka, my man of match personally. But a lot of people's giving it to Magassa, which I don't blame them.
Bill, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Enjoying the Friday, enjoying the point. Um, it was a good game from what I see. Seeing that the midfield develop into what it is with the three young lads that's been in the middle, and um, they're slowly starting to have a bit of fight in them. Obviously, they've got to start picking up on that single man in the box that they seem to leave unmarked every time. It happened twice. Obviously once in Liverpool, and obviously against Manchester United. So they have seriously got sort of start man marking their players. Looking around, seeing who's free and that, and then silly mistakes like that ain't gonna sort of cost us. But with the likes of Jared Bowen, there was a bit more fight in him, as you said this week. Um, I reckon Ariola had a good game. He made some good saves and that, especially with that Superman punch yesterday, I thought it was going to fly down the upper end.
That was my favourite yesterday. That double Superman punch was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But no, I thought we played well yesterday. Picked up the pace a little bit. We started with Liverpool, but there was more intensity, more urgency, but more wanting to get that first goal. That the switching off does need to be sorted. I think we have got a good defence, good to what we have been used to this season. Um, if they can literally, like Sam said, if they can man mark, they know they ain't gonna. It is where someone's not picking up, and I don't know if it's a defender's job which hasn't followed his man, or if it's someone from midfield. But at the moment, it just looks like we're getting overrun in our box. We had trouble from corners. This is literally just, well, Liverpool was from an open play, and yesterday I think was from a corner, but it was the second play of a corner.
It was open play yesterday.
So two from open play.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it needs to improve. I think we can sort of. It's a player thing. If we bring someone else in, which we know we need to freshen it up to make us better, but at the moment, they just need to sort of be aware. It's like they switch off once, and that's it. There's a goal, and then we have to fight to get back in the game.
We have to be honest, though. Watching the highlights yesterday, for more times I watched the goal we conceded, for more times I'm less and less angry with it. Because you keep looking at it, you got going, well, you can't have Wan-Bissaka going more to Dalot because he was marking the other guy, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
You have the other two defenders, they were in a good enough position. You look at the individual players, like, let's see who could have picked Dalot up. He just came out of nowhere. Right in the middle of the box, and he was lucky because who put the ball in? That midfielder, Casemiro.
Yeah.
Casemiro he was more or less going for a shot. It was just lucky that he rebounded off a player and then landed straight to Dalot.
Yeah. See, the Liverpool one was worse.
Oh yeah,
for definite.
Terrible.
But there should still be someone in that vicinity to be like, okay, if it drops in this space, it's my ball. You know, I don't think the keeper could have done anything by coming out or anything. It was just, you know what I mean? It was like a ping pong ball and then it gets finished. There's not nothing. It's just unlucky. It is unlucky. It's just switching off at the wrong moment on a quick ball, which, yeah, it cost us. But it's not. Go on.
I'll tell you who has been sort of standing out to me on the defence side of it. It's Tadibo. Tadibo is starting to come into his own. I think that not so much of Liverpool, but yesterday he was all over the place. Do you know what I mean? You know,
In a good way. In a good way.
In a good way. In a good way. You know, like obviously Mavropanos shouldn't have been on the pitch, but Tadibo, you know, I think he's starting to become a good little defender for Nuno.
Yeah, he is. He's really started to become a solid defender. And I thought I said he had quality, but he's just never really shown it until now.
I think when he first comes to the Premier League, I think it was just too small. He didn't have the power. He didn't have the physique for it. You know, he didn't know what to expect because he'd never played Premier League football before. It's obviously just took him a bit of time to obviously, you know, pick up the pace, realise what he needs to do, realise what he needs to work on, and obviously he's gone away, worked on what he needs to do, and you can see that it's working. Do you know what I mean? You can see that he's working on himself so much.
But every new player from the new season's transfer always comes well during Christmas, because now they have had what, 6 months in ish.
Yeah, but Tadibo's
he's
had a year and a half.
He's had a year.
Well, but he's not young.
We bought him in.
It's not like we bought him at 20
August.
but played at 50. He's trained all this life for this moment.
Well, the next target is to get Billy saying positive words about Mavropanos.
Nah. The only time I will say something positive the only time I will say something good about Mavropanos, is when he's not in a West Ham shirt and he's let a goal in.
To be honest, he'll have to do a scorpion kick on the goal line clearance to be like Bill going, "Oh, well done."
Nah, Bill will still be like, "Yeah, anyone could have done that."
Nah, Kilman could have done
My
that.
man could have done that.
What about Kilman being dropped? Like, was there any point in his substitution yesterday anyway as well? Like, would you look like a bit of a more attacking team, or, you know, it just seemed a bit. He come on, he cleared the ball once, and it didn't go to no one. It went straight out.
I reckon that they should have. I reckon they should have put an attacker player on, right, and gone for the juggernaut. I reckon they should have gone for it when they scored scored the equaliser, because we bit the bullet. You know, we've got the equaliser. Why not for the last 10 minutes just chuck everything at Man United? But what we done, we ended up sitting back. And then we just didn't do nothing. We just defended when we should have been pushing for that. When we should have been pushing for the goal,
instead of like just settling, which can be slipped away. Attack is the best form of defense. So why not stick Marshall on? Just get minutes, you know. Because we've talked about the defense. Let's move on to the midfield. I just think that midfield is going to be sublime. If they keep playing how they're playing all the way to the end of the season, that is a midfield that's going to save us relegation.
Fair growing.
I got one thing to say. Lucas Paqueta out. We didn't need him. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's people saying, Paqueta's all of this, and Paqueta's, you know, he's amazing and everything. Yeah, all right, on his day, he is a good player. But you've got to wait how many games in between for him to have a good game?
Yeah, but there's a difference between a good player and a good person, and he's always been a good player, but it's the way he does things, it's the way he makes himself known. Like, he's very stubborn into his own word. Like he wants to do it his way. If he can't, he would rather fight to get his own way than just be like,
Yeah.
okay, you have this one. Like, I think he's just looking for January, and he's going, I want out. You know,
I hope he does go in January, because if I honestly I don't think we need him.
yeah, but we won't be getting that
We do
60
need him.
we got offered for him.
We
There
do
is
need
no
him.
way.
We don't need him.
We do.
Like, look at yesterday.
I would rather keep him as a substitute
Yesterday-
and get rid of him
Do
at the
you
moment.
know what? Do you know what? I was listening. I was listening to
having
each.
defence.
You are.
Yesterday, we needed more defence. Paquetá's not useful in a game against Man United, against Liverpool, against Chelsea, and against those teams.
Right,
He's not useful.
I was listening to E20, the bloke who does the podcast on E20, right? I was listening to him and some other person, right? And they were basically saying yesterday
Is that Mark?
he
I was
is
listening
not.
to them after the game.
He is not, right? He is not assisted a goal since, I think he said, March last year. So if he goes in January, he technically wouldn't have assisted a goal within a year of being with us.
Yeah, but
See, we did play more freely without him. I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
It doesn't fit the team we're playing. But to be honest,
I find that he
where
loses the ball a lot.
That's what I was just about to say. He loses the ball by playing silly passes, taking silly shots. Some of them shots are decent, right? But
Yeah.
you see, but where he's got like 2 or 3 other options and he still goes for that shot, that's where we lose. And we don't just lose, we shoot ourselves in the foot because he's just taking these ridiculous shots instead of playing it and working it closer to have a shot. I think he needs to either stay on the subs bench and come on as an impact player, or he needs to sort of do one so we can, the people are saying about Fernandes taking his position.
Actually playing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but people are saying about Fernandes taking his position when he leaves.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
You know what I mean? No, nothing. I agree with it. I think he would actually be all right. Magassa and Potts behind him.
With Potts and Magassa and Fernandes, that is a nice little midfield that's coming out. And like they're starting to become red hot.
I saw a comment on that E20, right? That's saying that is a Europe midfield right there. That is a midfield. Once that not probably like right now
sorted out and the attacker.
It is. I reckon it will be.
It can be, but we need to get backup for it.
Oh yeah, definitely need backup. But as they stand,
we've got Souček.
We got Guido Rodriguez. Fucking trap.
Yeah, we got Rodriguez.
We'll get Alvarez back, mate.
Actually,
why don't we just put JWP on there as well?
Yeah, but JWP, mate, we got JWP back.
He's a backup.
He's still 1 away from the David Beck record, mate. So he's still hungry to score them free kicks. He just can't do it no more. Bless him.
He's not done it. He
still
comes
1
to us
away
with that one. He comes to us with 1 away, and he hasn't done it for us. He does it for Southampton,
never scored a free kick
but not for us.
Never ever scored a free kick.
What a waste of 30 million, eh?
But one thing I am glad to see, though, Conte getting a debut yesterday.
Yeah, that was nice.
Do you know,
very solid.
The bit I liked was when they sat down to get back on.
The more he played the game, the more he got into it. Like the first few minutes he come on, he looked a bit shoddy, he looked a bit shaky. You know, there was a player that ran past him, and he just let him run past, right? And I thought, that ain't gonna be a good, that ain't a good show. Do you know what I mean? You know, for a youngster coming in, you want to show some fight. But after that, I'll take my hat off to him. For a youngster, he done really, really well.
He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. And he's ball.
Yeah, look at the size of him. He reminds me of a black Souček.
No, but he is a really good player.
In a non-offensive way. That is non. Like, I'm not being funny. If I was Socek, I'd like to be Socek. I'd do the helicopter and that.
But yeah, it's he bosses it about on the under 21s as well. So it's not too bad. You know what I mean? We've got people like him coming through. We've got Farron. You know, he's not been in that position to come on yet, but he's give him.
I reckon that'll be next year. I was
gonna say give him until like maybe end of the
is
season if we're not in a relegation battle. But no, I reckon next year will be his sort of breakthrough year. Not getting full starts, but he'll get a game or two.
Substitution.
But yeah, it's going to be a close one. It is going to be a close one. What do you think it's going to be between us and Leeds? Literally doing this all the way through the season.
At the moment,
I hope not.
yeah.
I really, really hope not. Because what I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that once it gets to December, right? I'm hoping that because of the busy period, I'm hoping that we smash the busy period. I'm hoping that we get a few points through that, right? And I'm hoping that Leeds crumble. They're going to be high at the moment. They're going to be higher confidence. They've just beaten Chelsea, right? But we've just got a point back against Man United, right? So we're going to be confident. Like Nuno's going to be like, if you keep banging it, like keep doing it, then goals will come, right? But I'm really hoping, really hoping that they do actually, drift off form and obviously I'm hoping that they lose a handful of games that we can win, and then when it comes to us playing them again, I'm hoping that we smash them and put them in the bottom three.
But you're forgetting we're going to be losing a couple of players in that period.
I reckon we'll be buying them. I reckon we'll be buying them as well.
And Juve.
Yeah, we will. Do you know if Leeds are going to lose anyone?
Not a clue.
It'll be something to look up on.
And that Gonzo, is Gonzo still playing for him?
God knows. I haven't got a clue on any Leeds player. Gonzo. Yeah, Gonzo.
No, not Gonzo. Gonzo. I don't know how.
You said Gonzo. I was like,
no.
God knows.
No, you know the bloke that done the same goal as Paolo Di Canio. He done the exact same goal as Paolo Di Canio, the scissor kick from the left outside.
No.
I only watch West Ham games. I
don't watch any other games. That's the thing. I don't even have time to watch West Ham games sometimes. My house is absolutely mental, as you will see. You try to sit down for 45 minutes to watch a game, it's like I just can't because it's just crazy. But
so I'm the one with the Sky Sports on all day long. So right.
Hey,
well,
between us lot, she weren't happy last night. She weren't happy. I got home. I was home an hour, and then she was like, "Oh, you watching bloody football again?" It's like, yes. Come on, you Irons. And then Tommy made it worse by saying, "Oh, can I watch it with your dad?"
Right, we're going to end it there for this with this week's podcast. We have got another one coming out in a few days' time for the next game against Brighton on Sunday. There's only one thing left for us all to say is come on, you Irons.
Go on, you Irons.